Command Center to Operations. All flight directors, I want to go, no go for launch. Internet. Go. Computers. Phone. Go. Blog Talk Radio. Go. Commercials. Go. Music. Go. Facebook and Twitter. We are go. Worldwide callers. Go flight. Capcom 8-Up. Go flight. Capcom Chill Will. Go flight. Capcom Fat Cat. Go flight. Control Tower, go for launch. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Yo Show time.
Yo, show. Dig it, yo. 8-Up Chill Will, Fat Cat. What? Lights, camera, action in a minute, we on. And yo, show the type of show that people wanna be on. And yo, we about to get us our academy on. And yo, we about to talk until our sanity's gone. Whether you out in the field or you chillin' at home, got a minute, hit us up, man, and tell us what's wrong. You would never be bored, we won't be keeping you long. If you want a man, you can even say your piece and be gone. But no, we wanna keep you a minute, get you all in it, open the flow like a Senate. Don't you be timid, give us a second, because seconds come minutes and minutes and minutes and minutes and minutes. Yo, my man, I think they get it. Whether it's who's who or celebrity news, we could even go old school like 70 shoes. If you out by yourself and you drinking a brew, if you out with the crew, man, whatever you do, hit the Yo Show. All my people in the front, don't front, we got it all and we know what you want on the Yo Show. All my people in the back, in fact, hit us up, man, you know where we at on the Yo Show. All my people on the side, alright, lay back and enjoy the ride on the Yo Show. All my people jump up real high, get fly, we can touch the sky. It's the Yo Show, yo, we know you feeling it, man. We can talk about if your job gave you the can. We can talk about the prayers or the war in Iran. Let us know how it's laying, you might just become a fan. Hit us up, why you delaying? You need to quit playing. The kind of show that wanna know exactly what is you saying. Don't be feeling no pressure, don't get back in the corner. If the feeling is strong, you can say what you gonna. You can say what you wanna, because the topics are warmer than Rihanna in the Bahamas lounging in the sauna. Whether it's overseas, whether it's on the block, man, we got the host, they be stirring the pot. Chill Wheels and artists, 8-Up, we got it. Fat Cat's the real deal, so we ready to get started on the Yo Show. Yo. All my people in the front, we got it all and we know what you want on the Yo Show. All my people in the back, in fact, hit us up, man, you know where we at on the Yo Show. All my people on the side, alright, lay back and enjoy the ride on the Yo Show. All my people jump up real high, get fly, we can touch the sky.
Broadcasting live from the greater Detroit area, it's the Yo Show, where your opinion might make a difference. With your hosts, 8-Up, Fat Cat, and Chill Will, we'll hear your opinion. But you have to call us at 845-277-9212 and press 1 if you want your opinion to go live. Otherwise, it's just our opinion. So let's get to your hosts, 8-Up, Fat Cat, and Chill Will of the Yo Show.
Yo,
what's up? What's going on, people? It's the Yo Show.
Welcome to the Yo Show. Yeah, with your host, Fat Cat, Chill Will, 8-Up. We still waiting on 8-Up, so I don't know what's happening. But what's going on, Chill Will?
Man, ain't a thing. It's all good, man. You know, the Lord blessed me to get up this morning, and I'm here.
Right,
like
right,
you, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like a little bit halfway outside with the weather, man. So at least we're not blazing. But I'm sitting out here looking at my grass, man. It's hard to find good help, man. I was dealing with this lawn service, and this lawn service man tried to get over on me, man. It seemed like it's hard to find good help. Now, check this out, Chill. Mm-hmm. I had this lady, you know, she cut grass for the schools, and she came and she took the contract with me because, you know, the schools were out, so she came here. So she said she'd cut my stuff, my grass and my weeds and stuff, $25. So I said, okay, you know, blah, 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 every 2 weeks. So, because, you know, I don't do no grass and stuff. You know, I got allergies and all that stuff. And all that, so, come do my grass.
I feel you on that. Yeah.
Yes. So, she came, she did the job a couple of times. She did a pretty good job. And turned around and she went out for a minute because she had something going on medically, and so she had her partner come and clean the yard up while she was. But lately the grass hasn't been growing and stuff, and you look outside, the sun was scorching. We had them scorchers, so basically it looked like I lived in a barn because the grass was looking like hay. So she pops up. The bill comes. She bills me at the end of the month. The bill comes. It says I owe her $100. So keep in mind, you got a month, right?
Mm-hmm.
You cut my grass every 2 weeks. So how does that add up?
Right, man. So it's every 2 weeks, and she said every 2 weeks when she come and cut the grass is $25. That's $50.
$50. So she says. So I noticed that she wasn't coming after that. So I called her, and I said, "Look here." I said, "We got a discrepancy here." I said, "The man only came 2 times to cut my grass. You only come 2 times a month to cut my grass." I said, "Where did that other extra $50 come from?" And she said, "Well, according to my records." I said, "Well, your records are wrong. Something is not adding up here. So you need to straighten it." She said, "Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Well, can I come get the check and all that?" And I said, okay. I paid her the $50.
Right.
So weeks go by. Nobody come. I'm noticing my grass getting high. So I called her, and I'm like, "Look here." I said, "You haven't been here." "Well, all I know is I'm out of $50. And I said,
Whoa.
Yeah. So all I know is I'm out of $50. I'm not dealing with you no more. I said, "Ma'am," I said, "you must be smoking. You smoking some hell of a stuff." I said, "Well, that's okay." I said, "Go on about your business." I said, "Go on about your business. I'm not going to deal with you." I said, "I hope you know I do have a show." And I said, "I could put your name out here, but, I'm not even going to give you that exposure. Kick rocks." But anyway, I'm moving on. I ain't even going to deal in that situation, So, but anyway, today's show, are 2 incomes better than 1? When you're dealing with that type of situation of the 2 incomes, do your spouse or you handle the bills, or do you split them 50-50? What about your household, Will?
Well, in my household in the beginning, because I was coming off of my parents, it was like the era where the man took care of everything, and things like that. But as interest rates and things and stuff of that nature went up, it kind of like gave, the woman, to me, it's like it gave the woman more opportunities to make more money than the man, So I kind of, me and my wife, we had a discussion to be like, it wouldn't be any problem to be like 50-50, You pay, you work, I work, you pay the bills, I pay the bills, and everything, works out fine. I pay 50%, she pay 50%.
Right. See, I look at it, and I have to say this first. I mean, I admire anybody that's out here, like single parents, whether it's male or female. If you out here really doing it, you're getting it done yourself, and let me say, off an average income. I should have added that in. Off an average income, if you're doing it, then congratulations to you. I just don't see it nowadays off an average income making it happen unless you own your home. You own your home, and all you got to worry about really is like just say the utilities, and then at the end, you pay your taxes at the end. But other than that, if you out here and you got to pay rent every day, and just say you got kids and all that, which is my situation currently, man. Because if I didn't have my wife to kind of like help stabilize most of that stuff, because I pay a lot of the heavy bills, and if I didn't have my wife, man, I'd be probably at Hart Plaza with some Vienna sausage and crackers.
With Sparky, having a can. With Sparky, and I've had a cardboard guitar trying to sing a song to get some quarters. Right.
So
exactly.
But
exactly, man.
If you want to be involved in this conversation, you have a comment, you can call us at 845-277-9212. Press 1. Let us know what you thinking. Yeah, it's real heavy out here though, man. My grocery bill alone takes up half a check. I can go in the grocery store, man, literally, man, damn near spend $400 grocery, because it's 4 people in the house. I have a growing boy, and he's eating like a tiger now, and shoot, you come out of there, man. So my wife's learning now to coupon, man, and I think that's the greatest thing is happening with her now. She's learning this coupon system, because I'm seeing people, I didn't understand it at first, because I thought I was Mr. Big Nuts or something, going in the grocery store just spending my cash, and I'm sitting up here looking at people with tons of coupons stacked up and stuff. I didn't know what that was about, and one time I went up and I went to the store to get some roll of tissue, and I just grabbed it, and the lady was like, "You might not want to pay all that for that, so here's a coupon right here," and gave me the coupon, and I went up and paid for it, and how that coupon took care of some of that price for me, man, I thought I was in heaven.
You was like, where was this at? Why wasn't I thinking like this? And that's $400 a month, right? That's $400 a month. Wow.
Right, man. Telling you, coupons that took over my wife's life. She ain't even thinking about her husband no more. I come to get a kiss, she serve a coupon in my lips.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can't get that. Shoot.
Yeah, old Kroger said got no coupon for that. I'm sorry, brother. You have to hold off till next month.
I know.
When there's a sale.
You got a 6 coupon or something? Shoot, I gotta have it. So anyway,
True enough. What you were saying, man. On that part, by you being married, me being married, you have somebody else to assist you in that.
Mm-hmm.
But those people that's single, like you said, they might not just have one job, man. They might have to do 2 just to make ends meet, because they have to pay the average bill, the average lease or rent is like $500, $700 a month. Then the kids gotta go to school. You gotta pay for the kids to be in latchkey. That's a That's a knot right there.
Right.
No.
And then you figure in, just say right now, the kids that I have, I got 3 kids, but my oldest is grown now, and I have 2 kids in the household. So you could just imagine some of the parents that have kids that still like in their preteens or early teens, and they have to consistently buy clothes and clothes, and just say you may have some situation like mine, like when my son was like 12, 13, he had that growth spurt, and you got to buy clothes for a teen that's like 13 and about 6'3". So I mean, and shoot, not to mention the shoes and all this. So I mean, it's rough out here, you know.
Yes, it is. It is very hard out here, man. Very, man. I can recall, brother. I can recall.
I know you're not too much dealing with that situation, but you still dealing with as far as people like DTE that's extremely out there, and then you got your water bill. Sometimes the water bills could be outrageous, especially if you live within the city of Detroit. I mean, I remember when I was living in the city, I was getting some outrageous water bills. I mean, it's crazy. So, but anyway, we're gonna take a commercial break, and we'll be right back with the Yo Show.
Show enough.
Here at A-Dub Videos, we provide video recording for many types of engagement needs, like weddings, commercials, proms, family reunions, bachelor or bachelorette parties, artist and talent portfolios, concerts and interviews with local artists, and the Get to Know Me series. So call today at 248-747-3463 to check out our affordable packages. Hey listeners, do you want your event, company, or brand to be heard on the Yo Show? In a commercial, that is. Then contact us at theyouropinionshow@gmail.com. We have packages for all your needs, starting at $30 for 4 spots a month. That's right, $30 for 4 spots a month. Contact us again at theyouropinionshow@gmail.com, and we'll be listening. Welcome back to the Yo Show, the livest radio on the internet, with your hosts, A-Dub, Chill Will, and Fat Cat. Now let's get back to the topic at hand on the Yo Show, where your opinion might make a difference.
Yo, welcome back. Chill Will, couple of things crossed my mind right quick.
Okay.
Do you find it right now possible to put a nest egg up in your current situation with your bills? Do you find it possible for you to put a nest egg to the side? Rainy days?
Well, my opinion about that situation is if you could go to church every week and put 10% of the tithes to the church, why not also put 10% or what you can for your own self also? I feel like it is very important to do that, because I have did it, and there will be rainy days. There will be a situation that comes up. Yeah,
wow.
I feel like, yeah, I really feel like that.
Why we have to use the church though?
Well, because people, I use that as an example. Yeah. I use that as an example. Because
I know.
People.
Hello?
I know you. But I just want to make it clear out here to the people that it's not a bad thing that what you're doing, but it's you also got to look out for yourself also.
Yeah.
People make it so important for that to happen, but they don't look at the other side also.
And I'm not just going off of the church per se, because that's only one day a week. I'm talking about people who got bigger priorities in the church. I mean, you got people that club every day. They go out and spend their money on drinks every day, and that expense totally exceeds the church. Think about a person on the average, who go to church, depending on what type of church you go to, they don't pass the offering plate about 3 or 4 times or so. On the average, a person with an average like little salary or something, what's the most they gonna put in church for that day? What, about $30 to $40 if you're not a big shot, or $10 or $20, But then you go out and drink. You go out and drink and say, if you're gonna get a bottle, shoot, a bottle gonna cost 20, close to 20 off red, depending on what you're drinking. Or if you get the little cheap liquor, shoot, you're gonna buy you a couple of pints of that, and that's gonna double up that. So it's more than just that, Then you got people with the marijuana problem.
Marijuana problem, cigarette problem.
Yeah.
And not even on that level, also coffee.
Right.
They gotta have a Starbucks, things like that. But we have 2 callers on the line. We're gonna start off with one, if you don't mind, Fat Cat. We're gonna
go
chime
ahead.
in the first one. Who was here, caller from the 248 area code. Hey, what's going on?
This 8 up.
What's up?
Oh, what's up, bro?
This 8 up, man. How's it going today?
Oh man,
all right, brother.
We were sending out smoke signals for you.
Get that other caller first.
Yeah. This other caller. Let me chime in.
Yeah, get that other caller.
This person in.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm trying to bring them in. Let me pause you 8 up for a second.
All right.
Sure will.
Yeah, I'm still here, man. I don't know what's going on.
Well, Fat Cat, answer the question there that he was trying to say, so that we can continue the show.
Yeah. I got kind of sidetracked with it, but maybe I can ask you the question or so.
Okay. What's the question?
By the way, we're docking your pay.
Okay.
but anyway, like, how do you manage the bills and stuff in your household? How do you go by that? Do you and your wife split the bills?
We do split our bills. It's 50-50 down the middle. We have cable, TV, phone. All of that is taken care of, by both of us. Not one person has one specific bill. But other than that, in the past, naturally, when you're single, you got to take care of everything yourself, so it's a little harder to do.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, we try to take care of everything together.
Right. Me and
my
my wife.
Second, fellas.
Well, me and my wife, we have specific bills. So I don't know if that's how you do it, Chill Will.
At first, I started with the. I paid the mortgage, and she paid all the bills. The mortgage was really high. It was over $1,000, and the bills kind of sometimes came up to a certain amount.
Okay.
So that's how we did it.
Yeah. Were we able to get the other caller?
No, man, I'm trying, but for some reason we having some technical difficulties, so I have to cancel both of them because as soon as 8 Up came in, you see we having the sound issue. So I don't know what's going on with it, but hopefully it resolves itself.
If the caller is still listening, if you can recall back in, and that would be great. And maybe we can get you on air with your comment.
Yeah, because I'm sort of like you, Chill Will. I take care of the rent and the car insurances and all that type of stuff. And that's another thing, man, with this insurance thing, man, we getting ripped off. So that you may be, half of your bills may be going towards insurance. So that's one of my major bills right there. So me and my wife, so we won't have no confusion, we just say, okay, honey, you pay this bill, maybe I pay this bill, and we just go down the line and make sure we check behind each other to say, okay, you paid this bill today, all right, and then for the most part, I have the bills come directly out of my check.
Which is a good thing, because that way you just have to keep in your account accounted for.
Mm-hmm.
That way you don't
right.
overspend. But
right.
True enough, I don't have any bills coming out of my account, because most of mine are either paid online or, in the case of the phones, we go directly to the store and pay them. But other than that, how do you feel as far as contributing to making it work with your families to pay the bills?
I'm trying to examine that question. Explain a little bit detail to me.
Well, I mean, you say you're going to have, you guys split it 50-50, but how do you feel as far as, doing this? I mean, true enough, yeah, nobody feels right paying any bills, but how do you feel about it?
I mean, it's just something that has to be done. I mean, shoot, I don't want to be out in the street singing "Kumbaya." Being on top of that, I have just say 3 other people that's looking at me. I don't want to, just picture back when your mom and dad was like bringing you up. I want to have the same type things. If we were poor coming up, I didn't know. Because everything was taken care of. My mom made sure I had everything. Everything that I could want. So I never knew what poor was. Because I felt rich in love and having everything I wanted. So I ain't gonna say I was. I felt like a rich.
Did they explain everything to you?
What? Who explained?
Did your parents explain what you would have to do once you became an adult, or did you learn it by trial and error?
I mean, pretty much so. My grandfather did this to me because whenever he had to pay the bills, whenever the bills had to be paid, my grandfather would call me and my cousin. Because we lived in a 2-family flat. My grandparents were upstairs. Me and my mom were downstairs. And so he would call me upstairs, me and my cousin. I was the oldest grandchild. And he would say, it's time to pay bills. And so this was like when we were like 11 or so. And he's like, break my checkbook out. And he'd give us the checkbook. And he'd put the bills on the table. And he'd say, write the checks for the bills. And it showed us in terms how this stuff would go. And most time he'd have us. What was that?
All right, brother. I don't mean to intervene and cut you off because you was making a good point, but we only have like 15 seconds, and I don't know what the site is doing, but I'm having technical difficulties, and we have 10 seconds before the 30-minute segment ends, and I don't know if it's going to cut the show off or not, or if we're going to have extended time.
So check us out next Monday. So check us out next Monday at 12 noon on the Yo Show right here on Blog Talk Radio. just in case we get cut off. So.
Or stay online.
Or stay online with us, and if you can, give us a call in, and you can hear the remainder of the show.
Okay, it seemed like we on the extended time now. So.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Continue, please. Please.
Yeah, but anyway, as far as that, you know, it showed us early, like, you know, he was showing us early, like, okay, this is how you're going to have to take care of the situation, you know. So it did something in turn. I learned a lot from my grandfather, man, you know. So it was something, you know. He was like, you know, life ain't all about playing. You're going to have to pay these bills one day, you know. So
exactly.
Taught me something. So, exactly. Ada.
Yeah, man.
You go ahead and elaborate a little bit of what, you know, coming up as a kid and how you learned.
Well, I learned through my grandmother, and she would have me sit down and write out the checks like your dad did. And that's how I learned about it, you know, saying, okay, each month we got to sit down and write these out. And true enough, you know, life has its consequences. You know, you fall on hard times, and you try and do your best with what you got.
Yeah.
But definitely was taught, you know, okay, once a month these things are going to come, and they give you X amount of time to pay them. Excuse me. And you go from, excuse me, and you go from there. I mean, we sat down, we wrote out the checks, you know, back in the 70s, 80s, you know, it was all about the checks and money orders. You know, nowadays you can go online and pay it directly, or you can go to Western Union or some stores if you have to pay for it right then. But it's still instilled that, okay, these things are coming every month no matter what. And the worst part is it's on a 30-day billing cycle, and some months have 31 days. So you'll see it twice in 1 month. You're like, I just paid this thing. Why is it back already?
Right.
You know, you could then send it off on the 28th, and by the 15th you got another one in the mail.
Right. You know the funny part to me is, like, with my son just turning 18 and stuff, I remember a couple of years ago when he was like 13, and he was like, oh man, I can't wait till I grow up. Do that. I said, boy, if you know half some of these bills I pay in situations I'm dealing with bills, boy, you be running to jump back in your mama's womb. So I don't know what now. Now you 18, fast forward, now he got to get out here and get it, you know. He got to get out here and get it and do what he do. And so the other day he called me and he was saying, he said, Dad, I'm bored. I said, well, a grown person don't yell that. You got to get out there and get that job. I ain't trying to hear about no boredom. You ain't no kid no more. It's time to go out there and get that job and, you know, pay some bills.
Right. Yeah, every kid wants to grow up fast, to, you know, either move out, but once they find out that, you know, the bills are coming and they don't have it as beautiful as they had before, then it's like, can I move back in? I can't handle this. You know, and how'd you guys feel when you first moved out of your parents' house? How did you guys feel like the first 4 or 5 months after?
Well, I went straight to college, so it was, you know, I was already used to that independence. So it, you know, being away from being out of this, like 2 hours away from my parents and all that. So that was a different experience for me and readying me already. I had to take out that first.
Well, I was independent and broke, no job. Nobody would hire me, you know, so I was steady trying to find a job, you know, no internet. I don't think internet was even up at the time. It probably was.
Not when you first moved out.
Okay. Well, you know, so we had to do it the other way. Look at the newspaper. You know, go to the places where what was around your area to try to fill out applications, try to get a job.
Yeah,
you had to
beat your feet. Yeah, you had to beat your feet most of the time. Especially if you didn't have a vehicle and you had to walk everywhere, or you had to catch the bus. And sometimes just even going on the bus to some locations was bad enough because who knows how far that location was.
Mm-hmm.
And then the worst part is if they didn't hire you, just wasted X amount of time going to this place.
Right.
But
so yeah, I feel.
But I had initiative. Yeah, I had initiative. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to do it. Plus I didn't graduate from high school. Only had like a half a year before I could graduate, and nobody was hiring at that time if you didn't even have your GED. So I had to get my GED. Because I already had a kid.
They still do that now. They still do that now. I mean, if you don't have a GED,
no, they don't.
No,
they
they're
don't.
They're hiring without a GED. It's just these kids don't have that initiative now.
Mhm.
I mean, I know a lot of places they'll still ask, "Did you receive your GED or your diploma?" And at the rate it's going now, just to get a McDonald's job, you're going to need an associate's degree, a 2-year college. At the rate it's going.
I doubt it because I doubt it to get that bad because, McDonald's is one of those rotating type jobs, man. And I guess they got to keep the bodies coming in because somebody got to do it, because it ain't made for everybody.
Very true, but
I think that's why they even they dropped that you don't even have a GED because they need the bodies and there's nobody coming in. So they dropped that.
Right, but then that's when everybody, with this current situation of was it a D15 or something, where everybody is hollering about 15 an hour. You have to look at your education first to see if you can do 15 an hour. I mean, McDonald's and all these other fast food joints, those are basically starter jobs. They're not life jobs. They're not careers.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's how I feel about them.
Would you agree, though, everybody is just going to be like this, period? You're going to have people that's going to go to school. They're going to achieve their goals and they're going to be successful. Then you're going to have that other class that they're just living life and they're going to go that life and be average people.
Right, and you can't get away from that either.
Yeah, not saying that they didn't reach for their goals and all that, but you still going to have people that's just going to make average income because you could have a person out here that has their degree, but in turn, they can't find a job that suits their qualification because nobody won't hire them.
And that's in today's life. Some people, you can go to college and then you go apply for a job and they say you're overqualified.
Right.
You still don't get the job.
Right.
How do you? I mean, you lose either way. Either you're underqualified or you're overqualified, and you don't get the job. If you're in the middle, you're gonna get average pay. So you lose.
You know what? Because I look back when I was a teen. When I was like 15, I worked for McDonald's, and back then that was like in the 80s, and they were only paying like
$3.35 an hour.
Yeah, about $3 to $4. It was, I remember. And now you fast forward, you look up now. I'd rather work at McDonald's than at just say some of these janitorial services because shoot, at least especially if you getting the hours at McDonald's because what they paying now about $9 or something
right,
now.
Yeah. But even still, that's not enough to live off of to pay your bills. I mean, okay, let's just make it an easy number. You make $10 an hour, and you work 40 hours a week. That's $400, right? If you work 40 hours a week for 4 weeks, okay, you're making $1,600. Now you start adding in all your bills. First thing you're gonna miss is the taxes. You can't hide it. You're not getting away from it. So we might as well say anywhere between 30 to 40% on taxes. So that leaves you now with maybe $1,000. If you can find somewhere to live, eat, and have on just the basics, you might be able to survive. But you won't have 15 cents later at the end. As soon as you add cable, internet, and phone, that 15 cents, now somebody's going to be missing a payment.
Yeah, it's rough just being an entrepreneur Negro. You know.
But as soon as you make that first, you can have basic, water, lights, and gas, and rent. If you have any bonuses over that, okay, add it. But as soon as you start, if you can cover those 4, you got a place to stay, you got a job. You still got to eat. You can't go on life without eating. Yeah, you can drink water, and I think you can go 12 days without eating before the body starts eating at itself.
That's why you need 2 incomes, because if that $9 or $10 job times 2, now you got $20 an hour or $16
now you got
an
at
hour,
least you got at least $3,200 coming in on a month, and that's on a 4-pay month. But if you get, true enough, it can be split up in halves. You get paid on the 1st and 15th, and you still have $800 each. Okay, as long as it works. But if you got the bare necessities, man, it's not gonna make it. You can't do it by yourself. You got to have someone else there to help you out.
All right, guys. I don't mean to cut you off, man, but I wanted to say to the caller out there, I do apologize for not bringing you in here. Please try to tune in to us next week, and maybe we'll have this issue resolved. We only have 2 minutes to go, fellas.
Yeah, I'm going to get this question. I'm going to get this
Okay,
question in right quick. What do you find to be your most difficult bill?
All of them.
All
of them. They all difficult.
I say this. When I was in a bigger house, it was that gas bill. That gas bill was a mother. I'm not playing,
they
man.
They all big. It could be $5, and if you don't have the $5, you hurting.
In the winter, in paying the gas bill, DTE. Man, please.
Yeah. Well, join us next week on the Yo Show right here on Blog Talk Radio for Random Rants Monday, which is our last Monday of the month where our callers can come in with our topics.